as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, Revelation 13:15. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and to do what? To receive a mark where? Right hand or in the forehead. Now read 17 and reflect on modern situation in this United States. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark, come on, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. There's coming a time in this country when no one will be able to buy, sell, trade, whatever, unless the person can demonstrate that he or she is faithful to the beast system or the image of the beast. It sounds like fantasy because the United States is known worldwide as the champion of what? Freedom. Religious freedom. Why did the pilgrims come over? Religious freedom. That's why it looks like a lamb but speaks like a dragon. Who betrayed Christ? Judas. Was he close to Christ? Yes. The Bible says he was. In the sense that Psalm 41 verse 9, my own familiar friend who hath eaten with me, with whom I fellowshipped, hath lifted up his heel against me. The Bible predicted someone close to Christ would turn on him. Ellen White says the United States is the most blessed country the sun has ever shone upon. God's blessings. It will turn and betray God, as verily as Judas did. It has been a lamb for a long time. Occasionally has spoken like a dragon. If you don't believe me, ask Japanese Americans in World War II. If you don't believe me, you can ask all kinds of some nations, some countries about how we have spoken with the dragon, but generally it has been two horns of a lamb. But it will speak with the voice of a dragon, and spiritually it will set up a system of enforced worship with restrictions on religious liberty. Can't do as you please unless you want to undertake severe punishment. Satan got two partners in crime: the papal system and the United States. The Bible says those who follow that system will experience the harshest display of God's wrath that the Bible describes. If any man worship the beast and his image, worship is to obey, to follow, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hands, and the mark of the beast is evidently Sunday as a holy day, and that day is coming. It will become a legal holiday. Sunday is a Sabbath. Any man who accepts that mark in the forehead, I think it, in the hand, I behave according to it, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of the torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. We go from that to a different group. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. Let me say it again. This text does not target individual people in the church right now. Because as I said, they don't know. I didn't know. And I thank God the light came to me. It targets a system, but ultimately, with the presentation of light, when the loud cry goes forth, when the third angel's message is empowered by the latter rain, people will begin to see what's happening. When that Sunday law is passed and it becomes legal, and people choose that law above God's law, that's when we have the mark of the beast. No one has it now. Is that clear? No one has it now because there is no worldwide law requiring that day as a legal day of worship. But that's coming. And as unpleasant as this is, you need to understand the devil's chief assistant in his nuclear war on truth is a religious system. No wonder when John saw the woman in Revelation 17, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints, with the blood of the martyrs. When I saw her, I wondered with great admiration, how can this religious organization kill so many people? And so he wondered. I can understand the mafia or whomever, but a church? The history of the Catholic Church is a history of killing those who do not follow their teachings. The history of that church is a history of the Bible being banned and harsh penalties for anyone who read the Bible. The Bible was officially on a list of banned books. For many years, service was conducted in a language almost no one understood. And when God raised people up to translate it into the common language, those people were persecuted mercilessly. The Bible says anyone who worships that system, obeys, will be the recipients of God's fiercest and harshest judgments. And L.O.I. says Revelation 9 through 11 represents the most fearful warning ever sent by God to man. Satan has a religious system as one of his partners in crime.